simple, compound, and complex sentences. So a simple sentence is the most basic element that makes it a sentence: subject, a verb, and a complete thought. So I will mention some examples. The first one is Carlos waited for the train. So Carlos is a subject, waited is a verb. Another example, the train was late. The train is a subject, was is a verb. The next example, Mary and Samantha took the bus. Mary and Samantha, compound subject, took is a verb. The next example, I looked for Mary and Samantha at the bus station. So I is a subject, look is a verb. The next example, Mary and Samantha arrived at the bus station early, but they wait until noon for the bus. So Mary and Samantha, compound the subject, arrived and waited is a compound verb. So a simple sentence can also be referred to as an independent clause. So it refers to also independent because while it might be part of the compound or complex sentence, so it can also stand by itself as a complete sentence. Compound sentence. So compound sentence refers to as a sentence made up of the two independent clauses. So I will mention some examples. So the first one is Carlos waited for the train, but the train was late. The next example, I looked for Mary and Samantha at the bus station, but they arrived at the station before noon and they left on the bus before I arrived. The next example, Mary and Samantha arrived at the bus station before noon and they left on the bus before I arrived. Another example, Mary and Samantha left on the bus before I arrived, so I did not see them at the bus station. So now with complex sentences. So the complex sentence is made up of an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses connected. So I will mention some examples. The first one is, because Mary and Samantha arrived at the bus station before noon. Another example, while he waited at the train station. The next example, after they left on the bus. So dependent clauses has those above cannot stand alone as a sentence, so but they can be added to an independent clause to form a complex sentence. So now we have more examples about this topic. So for the first one is we were playing in the garden when the guests arrived. So we were playing in the garden when they arrived is a complex sentence, right? Another example, she put on her coat and went out. So she put on the hair coat and went out is a complex sentence. The next example, I can figure out what he wants. So I can figure out he wants is a complex sentence. The next example, you don't look happy to see me. So you don't look happy to see me is a simple sentence. The next example, the cat saw the puppies playing in the garden. So the cat saw the puppies playing in the garden is a simple sentence, right? Another example, she leaned out of the window. So she leaned out of the window is a simple sentence. The next example, you should have done this to me. So you should have done this to me is a simple sentence. The next example, they tried very hard but they couldn't win the match. So they tried very hard but they couldn't win the watch is a complex sentence. The next example, who let the cat eat? So who let the cat eat is a simple sentence, right? Although it was raining, we went for a walk. So although it was raining when went for a walk is a complex sentence. So that's all for me for this topic. So thank you for your attention.